Synergy. Welcome to today's Yoga for the Workplace. For today's practice, we will be focusing on the low back. This practice is done in a chair. Any chair that you have available to you is going to be great. Let's go ahead and get started. Planting both feet onto the ground, picking up those beautiful yogi toes and putting them down one by one, starting with that pinky toe. Take a moment, feel all four corners of both feet ground to the earth beneath you. Rocking from side to side, feeling the sit bones connect to the support beneath you. Coming into just a little bit of stillness. Drawing the shoulders up to the ears, waterfall the shoulder blades down the back. And start to imagine there's a string on the top of your head pulling you just a little bit taller. Softening the gaze and lowering the gaze down to the ground. Just taking a few moments here, start to notice how it feels to breathe. Where does that air want to go? And where does that air not want to go? And without forcing, see if you can bring that air just a little bit deeper into the belly. Keeping this big, deep belly breath. See if you can inhale and inflate the belly on the inhale. And exhale, release all the air out of the belly and lungs. Exhaling completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Beautiful. Bringing the hands onto the thighs, sitting up nice and tall. Run around back, look down at the belly for seated cat. And then exhale, push the belly out, widen the collarbones, tip the gaze up, seated cat. A few more here, starting to warm up that low back. Holding any position that feels particularly lovely today. This is your practice. Couple more. And then coming into seated cat. Really giving me that angry cat shape here, arching the back, holding this for 5 deep breaths. Then exhale, sink the belly out, tip the head up, cow. 5 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center. From this seated position with the hands resting gently on the thighs, we'll exhale the heart space forward and inhale, start to make some great big Sufi circles. Warming up that back here. And make your circles just as big as you possibly can. Always listening to how that lumbar area is feeling. And then when you get to the back of a Sufi circle, go ahead and switch directions. Beautiful. And then slowly start to tighten up your Sufi circles, coming back into stillness. Gorgeous. We're going to go ahead and stand up for just a moment. So from the standing position, we'll bring our feet hips distance apart. That's roughly 2 fists put between the big toe joints. We're not going to get really hung up on that. I'm going to face sideways so you can see my body. So with the feet hips distance apart, take a moment, just shift the body weight. Nice. From here, we're going to hinge at the hips, fold forward. Release all the tension out of the neck, and then slowly start to shift that body weight again from the balls of the feet to the heels. If the hands don't touch the floor with ease, that's fine. They can hang out on your thighs or on your shins. No big deal. And then we're going to find a little bit of stillness here and shift the body weight into the heels. You can lift the toes with ease. We're going to take some deep breaths. Exhale, bend the arms, hang on to opposite elbows, and just gently sway side to side in a ragdoll here. Sinking down a little deeper. Exhale, release the arms and start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back to a standing position. Beautiful. We're going to heel toe the feet out super wide. Add a little weight to the pinky edge of the feet. Hands come to the hips. Again, hinge the hips, fold forward. Hands can stay on the hips. Release all the tension out of the neck. Maybe dangle the hands down to the floor. Maybe keep them on the hips, whatever is best for you. Shift the weight back into the heels and lift the toes with ease. Slow, deep breaths. Exhale, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Big bend in both knees. Coming back to standing. Beautiful. Heel toe the feet back together. We're going to put a great big bend in both knees, hinge at the hips, and we're going to place the belly down onto the thighs. Big bend in both knees. Wrap the arms around the back of the legs, wherever that happens for you. Maybe you're hanging onto fingertips, maybe you're hanging onto elbows, or maybe it's somewhere in between. With the belly resting on the thighs and all tension out of the neck, slowly start to straighten the legs, keeping that belly hanging onto the thighs. Slow, deep breaths here, letting that low back relax. Exhale, release. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back to stand. Head is the last to rise, Tadasana, mountain pose. Beautiful. We're going to come back to our chairs now and have a seat. With the feet firmly planted onto the ground, we're going to bring our right ankle onto our left thigh, flexing that right foot to protect the knee, and energetically drive that right knee back down to the ground. So I'm not pushing on my knee. I'm just energetically letting it come down. Lift up through the spine, hinge at the hips, fold forward, seated pigeon. Really getting an opening in this outer hip and low back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, lift up. We're going to switch sides. Bring the left ankle to the right thigh, flexing that left ankle to protect the left foot to protect the knee. Energetically drive that left knee down towards the ground. Lift up through the spine, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Breathe in. Exhale, release, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. releasing both feet back down to the ground. We're going to turn our bodies sideways in our chair. So I chose to go to my right, planting both feet onto the ground. So for me, that means I need to set over on the edge a little bit. We're going to lift up nice and tall through the spine and roll the shoulder blades down. Arms lift up overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, twist. Draw the chest towards the back of the chair. Hanging onto the chair with both hands. Start here. Inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale, twist, drawing the chest back towards the back of the chair. Deep breath here. Inhale, lift a little taller. Exhale, twist just a little deeper. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist all the way for full range of motion, whatever your full range of motion is. Slow, deep breaths. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. We're going to switch sides, coming to the other side of the chair, planting the soles of the feet onto the ground, lifting up through the spine, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Arms, inhale, up and overhead. Exhale, twist. Chest faces the back of the chair, starting here. Inhale, lift up a little bit taller. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift up a little bit taller. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper for full range of motion. Holding here. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. Beautiful. From here, with the soles of the feet onto the ground, we're going to bring the hands back to the knees just like we started. And we'll end just like we opened up, coming into a few cat-cows. Few more. And then coming back to a seated position, rolling the shoulder blades up the back, down the back, lifting up, taking a few deep breaths here. Noticing how that low back is feeling. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away at shoulder height. We'll round the back, look down at the belly for a final stretch here. Stretching from the sit bones all the way up through the wings. 5 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, lift up, release the arms. Rolling out the shoulders. Softening the gaze one more time. Coming back to the breath. Noticing how that body is feeling. Noticing how the breath flows with ease or constriction. Noticing how you feel. Fluttering the eyes open. I am so grateful for the opportunity to practice with each and every one of you. I hope you leave this practice feeling just as much better than the way we started. I would love to hear how this practice went for you. The light in me so very much honors the light in you. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others.